Okay, streaming is up and you will fucking love what I did with the intro. It's so good. Yeah. It's deeply good. batteries on. That's away. Oh. There we go. And we are live. So, welcome guys to Cyberpunk Red. Woot. Two of you, we've got a solo and a tech. So a shooty guy and a fixie guy, which, to be fair, could be quite helpful. You two have been sent here by your fixer, a girl named Zoe. And she set up this job for you. Essentially, there is some data in here that's about some cyberware that's being sold. Basically, the company that's organised this sells dangerous and underworld cyberware, so like the Rippers and the Attack type stuff. And there is a company somewhere that is really undercutting their prices, and they seem to just have no end of these military grade cyberware. And this company has hired you to come in here where they believe at least some information maybe, and find out where they're getting it from and any other details that you can. So you have now rocked up at this area. You are standing in the street at the minute in front of this place. It's quite dingy, but there's like a hum of neon lights around you. You know, a couple of bullet holes in the wall. So I mean, only a couple. So in Night City standards, it's quite a classy establishment. Bit of blood on the footpath as well, and there's a couple of like food stalls and carts either side of you. So, Optic, do you want to go ahead and tell us what's your guy's name and what does he look like?
Well, Mind Games, my guy's name is, for all intents and purposes, called Wrench. We don't know why, it's just called Wrench. I'm guessing me and Morden's character know each other some way.
Yeah.
We've worked together before, probably.
Yeah. So the fixer, you've done jobs for before, plenty of times.
He's rocked up pretty much in all black. Very similar to a sort of rocker style, but he's got a leather jacket on and his nice little technical eye, which lets him see. It's like a cyber eye sort of thing.
Cool. Morton?
Yeah, my guy's named Ark. And he is just he's just your basic ex-military guy, basically. He's like with a very short haircut and tattoos on his arms and just like a t-shirt and a bulletproof vest and all that. Well, flak armor, I guess.
So stereotypical ex-soldier, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright. Okay, cool. So, as Wrench, well, Optic was saying, you've known each other for a while. You've been on a few jobs. You wouldn't go so far to say that you are best friends by any stretch, but you've been through a couple of jobs together and just know that you can be at least relied upon. You both have the briefing that this place, the downstairs is a bar. You wouldn't go so far to call it a nightclub, but it's a relatively well-known place. But above it are some offices, and that's the area that you think, or that you've been told by the fixer that the data may be. And that's it. You're in front of the door.
Right.
Right.
So I'm Ark, your character, yeah?
Yep.
Right. Right. So, this is the place, Ark.
It is.
Wow. How do you think we should go about this?
Well, I don't think they'll tell us if we just go in there and ask.
Right. Subtle or loud?
What?
Will we go subtle or loud?
Well, it's hard to tell. I don't know what's in there, so loud might not be the best approach. There's just the two of us.
Yeah, place could be full of goons.
Good.
Anyway, I suppose we should check in the door and see what happens next.
Yes. Let's see.
Wrench opens the door for Ark.
Very nice, yeah. That's a lot of.
Yep.
So you go in and there's some music playing in the background. It's just sort of
Is this just a pillar?
yes, that. Those are pillars. Yeah, there,
Yes. Cool.
there, over there, and another one there. So yeah, there's some music playing in the background. There's a couple of people sitting having drinks. That's what these guys are doing. But I couldn't find a better model, so that's what they're doing. They're not pointing a gun at you, at least not yet. The place is relatively clean, particularly for a night city bar. It's relatively clean. There's a barman standing behind. He's got sort of two cybernetic eyes. So his eyes have been, you would assume, either replaced or damaged somehow, and he's got two sort of cybernetic eyes. If you think Ghost in the Shell.
Is that model in full fucking riot gear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Correct.
He's ready to go. He knows his bar's going to kick off. So
so he's standing behind the bar. He's just absentmindedly dandering about, and just making himself look busy. You see another guy standing, sort of with his arms crossed in the corner, and he is got body armor. Like the way that model looks, like full riot gear. That's how that guy's standing. He is in full gear, and he's standing with his arms crossed, just sort of surveying the bar. And he's obviously, you see him. He subtly looks at you as he's come in and carries on observing.
Well, that guy's obviously the bouncer.
Yeah. I count 9 in total.
There's another one behind you in the corner.
Oh, I've seen it.
All right. I think I'll go talk to the bartender, see what the crack is.
All right.
Standard past these guys up to the bar.
Yep. Yeah, you rock up and he looks over and he's like, "All right, what am I gonna get you?"
What's the usual
Drink.
drink? Is it good or bad? What are we talking here?
He sort of spits into a glass and starts wiping it. He's like, "What do you think?"
It tastes like petrol films, I guess.
If only.
If only. I want to take a look at his cyber eyes actually, and see if the cyber gear he has there is anything above the normal usual. Is it like the stuff we're kind of looking for?
Ooh, let me see. You're a tech, aren't you? So
roll
me.
Is that cyber tech? Is it?
Well, just roll me a basic tech.
Basic tech, right?
So it's your basic tech skill, which is +7 plus tech.
7 plus 9, which is 16.
And then D10.
And 9 again, which is 25.
Oh yeah. The cyberware itself looks fairly standard. Most sort of enhancement augments like this that you've seen, you could go to like a pharmacy and get them fitted. The only odd thing about them is the fact that he has two, which would imply to you that he's lost his eyes, or at least one of them, and has had to get these put in. Generally, for people who just want a cybernetic eye and want the enhancements, they only get one done, whereas he's got both of his done. Also, looking at him, although you rolled quite high there, you can see that one of his arms is also cybernetic, and you recognize this as the same thing that your friend Ark has, which is rippers.
Rippers, which are military grade?
They're military grade. They are harder to come by.
Right. So they are being supplied here. Sort of confirms that anyway.
Well,
well, I suppose anybody can really get their hands on if they know the right people.
you'd know in Night City, generally speaking, everyone is armed to the teeth in some way, shape, or form. So it's not unusual for someone to have technically illegal cyberware, but there's no one that's really going to stop them having it.
Mm.
And especially
Right.
for someone who runs a bar, it's very common for them to get injured and lose limbs and replace them with something a bit more deadly.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I suppose I'll just give a nod to the barman and go, I'll be back in a minute. Just talk with my friend here, see if he wants a drink.
Yeah, all right.
And I will walk back over right by the pillar and sort of lean over. Right. Well, it looks like this place is just like every other bar we've been to.
Yeah.
But it looks like, yeah, as usual, people do have sort of military tech here. Place is pretty much a shithole like everybody else. Be lucky if the drinks taste like petrol in here. Don't know. The bartender seems to have military tech, but that's not to say that this is the place that's being supplied or if anybody knows about it yet. So
Do you reckon he'll let us scope out the place?
that's it could be a touchy question, especially
If
with the bouncer looking so racked up.
yeah, see what you mean.
Hmm. I suppose we could question the bartender if you want, but
Well, yeah, I don't know. I could go up and ask him if he's selling cyberware out the back of his little shop here, but I don't
I
think
mean,
that'll actually.
he does have the same sort of cyberware you have, so at least you have the advantage to go, I'm looking for more.
That is true. That is true. Well, it can't hurt, can it?
No, it's alright. I'll back you up anyway.
Right. So I approach the barkeep.
He just nods. He's like, "Right."
And I tap my cyber optic, my eye thingy,
Mhm.
and I say, this has been good to me. I was wondering if you knew where I could get a second one. You see, my old eye's just not up to scratch anymore.
Yeah, sort of looks at you and goes, "What? A new eye? You could go into any shop on the street and get one of them."
Yes, but most shops are not too keen on replacing the second eye. I was wondering if you knew where. I have a feeling you do.
Give me. Give me an interrogation check.
Right, so
Well, actually, no, not interrogation. Sorry, just a straight cool.
straight cool.
Yeah.
So that's just a
Cool.
roll plus the 9 from my cool,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
D10 plus 9.
yep,
Okay. No.
yeah.
Yeah, it didn't let me. It didn't let me roll it for some reason, and that is not very good.
No, he's just like, I don't just go to one of the shops.
Right. Thank you. What to do? What to do?
Wrench will chime in and he'll step forward and go, two of your finest for me and my friend here. He's actually kind of looking for, and he sort of reaches over and eyes up Ark's arm and the bartender's arm. He's looking for something a wee bit over the counter or under the counter.
I was gonna say over the counter is the shops.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks you up and down. Yeah, again, give me a cool check.
A cool check.
Yeah, I don't think you have anything that'll help you here. Let me see. Sorry, tell a lie. You've got persuasion. Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll this on roll 20? Because
No, you can just roll it flat. It's fine.
because I'm more used to like manual rolls, so that's cool. So 16.
16.
Yeah.
He sort of he eyes up Ark's arm. Ah, I see. Why didn't you just fucking say that? And he'll turn around and he'll point to over here. See that ping? Go in there.
Yeah.
Knock on the door. Speak to the guy in there.
All right. Thank you very much. I suppose we'll take a rain check on those drinks.
It's like, all right. The drinks that he had set out for you, he just necks them.
Well, I guess we head back there. See what happens.
Yes.
Did you say which door?
He did not, but it's your left. As you are walking over, he shouts over. He's like, "First one on your left."
Right.
Derp.
Well, I knock on the door.
Yeah, and as you do it, you hear moving about inside.
Were we just here to like figure out if this was where it was going on, or were we? Or
You're here to get as much information as you can about where they're getting their cyberware from.
Okay.
And why it's so cheap. So
Right.
you, whenever you open the door opens after you knock on it, and there's again another very heavily armored guy. Looks very similar to the bouncer in kit. You can't tell his face because it's obviously hidden behind a helmet, and he has a shotgun strapped to his leg. And he opens the door and he's like, "What do you want?"
We're here to talk about cyberware. The barkeep sent us here.
It's like, dickhead, I'll send anyone over. Right, come in, quick. And he'll step over to the side. And so whenever you go in, there's quite a nice desk sitting there, and there's a guy in a suit behind it, and he's the suit looks like it was maybe nice once, but it's worn and crinkled, and the guy's got cyberware down the side of his face, like it's like chips and wires implanted in, and a cybernetic hand. And he's sitting there sort of with his hands folded on the desk. Well, what can I do for you two?
Do you want to do the talking, Ark?
I'll let you do it. I'll
Okay.
just casually stand over here next to the god.
Well, we were in a bit of business here for looking for some cyberware. My friend there has some of the, I'm assuming the tech that you can supply that we're looking for. As he eyes up his arm.
He goes, well, it depends. Depends what you're after, really. And he stands up, and he goes over to Ark, and he just, without even asking you, sort of not quite lifts your arm, but just sort of almost holds it. If you know what I mean. He's sort of just like got his hands near it, sort of like, oh yes, I see. It's a very nice piece of work. That would you be considered parting with it? I'd give you a very good price.
No, I kind of like having two arms. Thank you very much.
We could do you a very nice deal on an older model. We could swap it out. You wouldn't even do a really good deal.
I'm afraid I've gotten quite attached to this one.
Yeah. Funny guy. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, what were you in the market for?
A second one, basically.
Ah, okay. It's a similar model because those ones are quite rare now.
Well, yeah, but for the opposite arm.
Well, yes, yes. Do you want to be having two left arms, eh? I've done that before. It's not fun. And he goes back and sits behind the chair. And he goes, "Well,
Mm.
I could maybe look in the stock and see what we can rustle up. Take me a few
Yeah.
days to find the parts, as it were, and acquire them for you."
I'm also looking into seeing what sort of actual stuff that you do. Can you tell us off the top of the head, or do you have a list of products that you can supply?
We usually keep a bit of a stock, but we don't really keep it here. This is actually more of an office space. It's quite a coincidence he actually managed to find us here. No,
Mhm.
our shop is actually a few streets over. Well, I say shop. Big Dan is in an alleyway down there. He'll sort you out. No, we don't keep a lot in here, but I can definitely order you some stuff in, and getting the procedure done in here would be a damn side nicer. I think. I mean, that alleyway's okay, but I don't trust how much Dan cleans his tools.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Um. So I'm sitting here with big bucks. Um. What's the heftiest thing that you can supply us with?
Whew, well, hefty things we don't really keep. Now, if you wanted a hefty thing, you could certainly come and ask us for it, and we could definitely acquire it for you at a good, reasonable price. But we sort of get objects in as a as need basis. You
Right.
come in, order what you want, we go out, find someone willing to part with it, and we then acquire it for you.
Ah, supply and demand.
Exactly, exactly.
So, where does your supply usually come from?
Good one.
I'm guessing that's a trade secret.
If I told everyone who came in here that, I'd go out of business very quickly, wouldn't I?
Well, I only have one question. Are the men that you usually get the supply from willing suppliers?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah?
Sometimes they take a bit of persuading, but yeah, usually they come to see the benefit of the deals we offer.
You don't seem to be too sure about that.
Well, I don't deal with that. I'm just a salesman.
Ah, the little men solve the problems.
Correct.
Um, just in hindsight, I have been recording these entire conversation and experience through my cybernetic eye,
Yeah. Okay. Spot on.
just so you know,
Yeah.
because I've just noticed I have that ability. Um,
You've had the eye for how long, and you've only just noticed? No, sorry.
I know, I
Yeah.
only noticed it has that feature. It's like one of those new iPhones. It's like, can't
Did
find
you
the camera.
did you go over to Ark and be like, did you know it could do this? Look, it's a new operating system.
Yeah. Just go over. So wink at him.
Yeah.
Even though.
So your eye is bright red and blinking as it's recording. It's like,
Yeah. Nobody notices.
can you turn that off? Yeah.
All right. I look at the arc and go, what do you think? How good of how big of a sort of thing are we looking? Do you want something really, really powerful?
As powerful as it gets.
Mm. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, it's got to be well made. It's got to be from a reasonable manufacturer. It's got to have. I mean, arms nowadays got to have rippers in them. Is
Mm.
that something?
Alright, guys,
Like
actually, do you know what? Rippers are all well and good, okay? But how would you like to have a shotgun arm?
a shotgun arm?
And he sort of leans back and with his palms out, just like, well, yeah.
I mean,
Now
I
this,
could see how that could come in handy.
these things are superbly well built. It looks like an arm, and in fact, hold on, and he pulls up his terminal and starts typing. And after a few seconds, he spins the monitor around, and you see a sort of like a promo poster for this bit of cyber tech. And strangely enough, it's got across the top of it classified in nice big red.
Yeah.
And a logo that you would recognise as an old Militech logo, one of the companies that's now since been destroyed in the Fourth Corporation War. And this looks just like a normal hand for the most part, but in the palm is essentially a barrel tube.
Right. Would Wrench have seen anything of this caliber before?
Give me probably a tech check.
Tech, just straight basic tech, or
cyber tech.
Cyber tech. Okay, maybe not going to be great. 5, 9, 10, 15.
15. You haven't seen them before, but you've heard about them, and these are cyberware that were made specifically from Militech and Arizaka, the two corporations that were at war with each other. You know that they were both making weapons like this for the sole purpose of fighting each other, and they were a very closely guarded secret. You don't know of anyone who owns such a thing, or even where you might acquire one.
Right. So Wrench is obviously surprised by this.
Oh yeah.
He's like, this is near above.
Oh yeah,
this military tech. This is experimental.
This is like finding the holy grail of weaponized arms. I don't know.
He's even surprised the fact that these guys can get hold of this, and he's gonna actually pipe that up. He's gonna go, I've heard about these. How are you able to get your hands on such a machine?
Well, we think we can get one. We have a couple of suppliers working on it as we speak, but for the right price, we could make sure that more people are tasked to acquire it.
Right. And I'm guessing these are not risk 3 then, no?
No.
Is there any way we can help acquire this for you?
Oh, no. If we did that, you'd have to find out where all our stuff comes from. You can't have that, can. And at that moment, you see him sort of twitch, and you both recognize this. Tech or Renshu more immediately. He's obviously got an inbuilt agent device, which is essentially like a mobile phone. He's got an inbuilt one, and he just received a call essentially. You can tell with the telltale twitch that most people do when they have these inbuilted. And
so he's not actually ringing.
No. You've got mail. No. He hears a ringing, but so if you have one of these, you hear a ring, but externally, nothing. There's nothing heard. And he's like, yes, I see. Okay. Now, oh, you see, it's just I'm with. Okay, yeah, no, but I'm right in the. Oh, okay. And he stands up and he looks quite flustered, and you see him. He sort of locks his computer, and he goes over to the guard. And he's like, "We need to go now." And he turns and goes, very sorry, if we can reschedule this, if you come back, say, tomorrow or something like that, I'm really keen, if you're interested in that thing, we could, right price, we can get it for you, but just a bit of business I gotta take care of. And he grabs the security guard on the way. It's like, you come on, quick. And he leaves.
Hello?
Say again?
Yes.
I'm talking to York.
Yeah.
This is, I think we should follow.
We should, except that we can't leave.
We locked into the door.
You
locked the door behind him.
No,
Quick, drop him.
They do close the door, but hold on, I've put them on the wrong fucking side. They actually get rid of that. As they leave, they actually go out through this door on the left.
The problem is that we can't leave this room
Oh.
ourselves.
Oh,
Can't drag us
oh! I forgot to close the door.
Oh,
behind.
no.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's good. Then you.
Our
you
only
I mean,
weakness.
I'm happy to be in here with his computer and all.
Oh,
so
I'm not too confident in hacking ability,
okay.
so I would rather.
Okay.
Yep. So as you go out, so yeah, as they leave the door, he closes the door behind him, and as you go out,
We see him exit the door behind us.
no,
No.
he's gone.
Oh. Well, considering that we left with them, I guess we should have noticed. No. Or
Well, I suppose if you were right behind them, yes, you see them. They go out this back door, but as they leave, the security guard, you see him turn around, staring at you, coming out the door, and just closes the door while staring at you.
oh,
Right. One of those guys.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's it's not his first time. He is not for being followed.
Yeah. I don't think he likes York.
no, I think you're right.
Mhm.
Jealous of my sweet arm. We could take him down though. I mean,
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, he is heavily armored,
yes,
and knowing the stuff that these guys have, he could have some of that military or experimental tech on him.
that is true.
Both of you give me a perception check. If you don't have perception tagged, it's just a straight intelligence.
So if I have perception, it's perception and int and
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's 19 for wrench.
Plus... That's good rolling.
No, that's fine. You don't notice too much. Ark, you're too busy like scowling at the guard who closed the door on you. But Wrench, you'll notice that this door down here is ajar.
Yeah.
It's not a door, it's a jar. Get it? Door? No. Never mind. I'll stop trying to be funny, it's fine.
Right. What did you say about the door? Sorry.
It's a jar.
It's a jar.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not a door anymore. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Well, yeah, I think I might go. Yeah, I'll go back into the room. Actually, I'll take a look at his computer, but
Yeah, so
I'm
you look at his computer and you go over and you wiggle the mouse, and whenever you hit the buttons to lock the computer, he mustn't have hit the right ones. He's still logged in.
Oh, well, let's have a gander, shall we? Looks like this Egypt left in a hurry and didn't lock his computer.
He is practically inviting us to do it.
Yep. I'm gonna have a look around to see what stuff they actually have on supply and if their suppliers are listed. Check his emails, stuff like that.
Check his browser history.
Yeah, it's just straight hentai tentacle porn.
Oh god.
So it is
Just everywhere.
just all not even in the browser history, just like the screensaver.
All over the desktop.
Yeah, it's riddled with pop-ups.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, it's yeah. So the what's still on the screen is the promo flyer for the shotgun arm. You can see straight away that it's just a JPEG. It's just an image file. So nothing too interesting there. On his
Can
desktop.
I right click and figure out where that image came from file, and then take a look at the rest of the images?
Yes. But you open it up and it takes you to an internal web page. And it's asking for an admin. It's asking for a logon.
Right. No, this is what I was going to ask earlier on. Me as a tech, would I know much about hacking into computers, or would that be more for?
That's more a net runner.
Mm-hmm.
However, you know how to use them and you know your way about. You're not incompetent with them in any stretch of the imagination. But as far as like actually jacking in to hack them, no. But for like 20th century hacking, like what we do in the real world, you could probably try a few things.
I'm gonna try admin 1.
No.
No.
Well, no. Do you know what? I'm gonna say that you try to brute force a password. Give me a basic tech check.
Basic tech. Okay. Let's see. And plus tech, 26.
26. Yep. You spam through a couple of common ones like admin blank, admin password admin, a few others, and eventually you get in.
Right.
Takes a couple of minutes. But
what was his password? Was it like something written on the table or something? Was it?
Yeah, we'll go with that. It was
a sticky note.
Yeah, there was in a drawer to your left. There was just like a piece of paper that just said, "Log on, big man 1, password, tentacle porn," and that got you.
Okay.
And as soon as you get in, you see that this is just essentially like a file storage of various images of different types of cyberware or cyber tech. Some of it is fairly standard, like rippers, the leg jump. Fuck, I don't. Cyber legs. You think I could have guessed that? Rippers, cyber legs, all sort of common stuff, and some more exotic stuff, ranging from the shotgun arm that you've seen to the embedded pistols like in the palm and stuff like that, and some netrunner gear as well.
I look down at my hands and I go, I wonder if they do these in a different color. And see if he's doing any big knucks.
You see big knucks in there, yeah. Now all these images look like promotional flyers, and they don't look like this guy's made them, or that even potentially this company's made them. Each one of them has a different style, and it looks like potentially they've just
one man in Photoshop.
Well, it's not like they've Googled image for big knucks or image for whatever, but that's it. They've just gotten images wherever they found them just to show what it is. It's not necessarily this is the exact thing I can get. It's just this is the type of thing I could get.
Right. Well, from this website, can I tell who their supplier is, or who at least is doing the photos and stuff?
There is a few tabs that don't quite say supplier, but you from inferring, reading between the lines, you think that maybe that these areas might give you more information. But whenever you click on them, they say physical access only on level 2.
Right. I don't know where level 2 is.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, in real life is called an information leak.
Right. I guess that's something more to do with Netgear. Okay.
No, that's just that is a legitimate vulnerability that things happen. People, essentially, a website tells you more information than what you need to know, which can then lead you to hacker links.
Does the GDPR still exist?
Don't talk to me about GDPR, dear God.
Oh dear.
All right.
Okay, take another quick look over the PC to see if I can get any more information about who the supplier is and if there's a possible way of finding him.
There's not much in there. In his emails, though, there are a few bits and pieces that seem just like general correspondence, and they seem very vague. Just like Big Mick 03 says he's got the item, and he's replied saying, "Okay, cool." It's nothing. There's very little incriminating. The only thing of note is, again, there's another reference to level 2, and it's meeting invites.
Right.
Now the what's your attack? You would know. you know that there's not really such a thing as a internet as such, and so odds are if you're connecting to this website, it must be close. So even though it's saying,
Yeah.
oh, you need to go level 2, the actual physical place must be quite close.
Yeah, it's a closed network, so it has to be within the building at least.
Yeah.
Or somewhere close by. All right. I'll stand up and spin his chair around. This is obviously a spinny chair.
Of course. The spinniest.
And yeah, the spinniest. It keeps going. It's got this slight wee creak every now and again.
Yeah.
And I'll turn to Ark and I go, right, there isn't much information we can get from this. We need to find level 2 or a higher part of the closed network before we can get any more information. So I'll check the door.
By level 2, do you mean upstairs?
I'm assuming that the door behind us here might take us upstairs.
That's the door that's sitting ajar.
This one.
If it's really upstairs.
Yeah. It's like another office just above that office.
Yeah, but I just had physical level 2 or something, and I was like, is that upstairs?
It probably is something really stupid like that, to tell you the truth. But we'll find out, I suppose. Right, Art, do you want to lead the way?
I do.
Yeah, you go out. It's just a very dimly lit corridor
Go
leading.
back here.
No, that's a window.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it is a door, but it's a window for our purposes. So, shh.
Right.
And
I found the staircase.
There's a staircase leading up, and in the distance you can see written on the wall, level 2.
I just shake my head. I like how they keep it simple.
Well, they don't look terribly smart to me, so.
I felt somewhat offended.
What, for.
No. I think they remind me of myself.
Come on. Don't put yourself down. I would certainly say these guys are definitely not as smart as you.
I feel somewhat better.
Lock your PC if you had left it, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Yep. See? Smart. I suppose we'll go up the stairs.
Yep. So you go up the stairs. Have you changed maps?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. So you come up and this place is a lot better lit and is a lot nicer. It's a lot cleaner. It's quite a wide hallway leading through. There's a couple of doors either side of you and a bit of an alcove in here.
Right. So, should we have a look around? See what we find?
Yeah, but I would assume that the guards are not going to want us up here, so.
So, quiet and sneaky like.
Yeah.
Both of you give me a
Do I have
a perception check.
Perception.
That was straight int, wasn't it?
Yep.
See, 13 for wrench.
13, 12.
14.
14. Yeah. You can hear a
That's a good sound.
coming from over there.
Yeah. I think if we can tippy toe as much as possible,
Right.
we won't have to deal with them.
Right.
So I'm gonna tippy toe up around to the corner until I can sort of see him. To make sure he's still asleep.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
dexterity.
There's an actual stealth, at least for me. But
yeah,
I don't think I
he
have
doesn't have
stealth.
it. Yes, if you're going up with him, then it's a stealth with Dex.
I am. D10 plus my dex, which is
It's,
stealth.
12.
12. That's going to need to be a roll on me.
That's okay. I rolled 10, so
Let's see. What's perception's int, isn't it? It is int. Cool.
so my highest roll so far has been a 4.
Lucky you.
A 4, two 2s, and a 1. That's been pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, that's right. He rolled a
His
6.
brain sucks as well.
Yeah, no, he rolled. Yeah, he is sparked out.
He's out for the count.
Should we make him even more out, or should we just?
I don't know. Do you have anything that's quiet?
I have a knife.
Do you want to kill him?
I mean, do you reckon they'll try and kill us if they realize we're here?
Most likely, yes. But I suppose even tussling with him could make even the slightest noise. It's up to you.
Right. Would it be possible to just sort of? Is he wearing a helmet?
He is, but it's it's just a face helmet and armor. So like, I know what you're asking. His neck is still exposed. Yes.
Right.
He is armed as well. He's got like a pistol or something, does he?
That guy actually has a shotgun.
Yep. No, kill him.
Yep. I'm gonna do one of those sneaky knife takedowns that I've probably learned in the army.
Okay.
Whatever I
just
private army, whatever I.
Yeah. Before you do that, just give me another stealth check to sneak up behind him and stab him.
It's time to not suck. I didn't suck. I really didn't suck on that.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Alright, let's see what his is to not die. Oh no, he wants to die. Yep, not a problem. You sneak up behind him, and yes, with your training, you know exactly how to do it. You sort of grab him and quick slice. He sort of squirms for a second and then nothing.
I put him under the table.
Do you strangely hear an eagle in the background?
Call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put him under the table so he won't immediately be spotted.
Yep, spot on. Should have got Metal Gear music for this.
It's gonna end up one of these. Stick no.
Yeah.
I've got a soundboard with the exclamation sound.
Brilliant.
Next time you get spotted.
Hold on, if you hit that, can we hear it?
Yes. The only problem is that I've got so much shit in my soundboard that I will eventually hit something wrong if I turn it on.
Oh.
And a lot of it is just
porn.
Loud.
Ah.
And cancerous and all that kind of stuff.
Fair enough.
So I'm not going to enable it.
Fair enough.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to check the rooms as we're coming up along here, and just to see if anything's. Lo and behold, they look toilets.
I can see a square in there at least. So like.
Well, I mean, these two, you know what they are. They're labelled on the front. So that's the men's, that's the ladies' toilets. You can see that that's
male and female toilets, is it?
Yeah. Except the male has a cybernetic willy.
Ah.
Yeah, because why not?
Why not indeed?
Why not indeed? So you can also see that this door here actually has one of those like skinny rectangular windows in it sort of ones that you'd see
Oh,
like
cool.
in office spaces, and you can see in there that there is another guard who is just sort of pacing back and forward. And it's
Okay.
office cubicles in there.
There's another guard in there. Looks like he might be next to computers.
Is he sleeping?
No, he's up and he's like he's patrolling the room.
Right. Should we just go?
We could try another room. There might be another room with computers. This does look like an office block.
Or yeah, we could try disguising. The guy I just killed.
Hmm.
Would it be possible to? Does he seem like about my size?
There's not a whole lot in it. However, all of his shit is now just slathered in blood.
Oh right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
You had to go for the jugular.
yeah. I mean, he had to. I mean, that's how you kill people.
Well, I did suggest that you want to kill him. You know, might have adverse effects.
Could have broken his neck.
Yeah.
That would probably have been preferable at this point.
You could have caved his face in too.
Is that going to be the title of this episode? 50 ways to kill your foe.
Pretty much. 50 Shades of Death.
50 Shades of Death.
Well.
Oh, there I've got it. 50 Shades of Red.
Yeah.
Because it's Cyberpunk Red.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, so disguise is probably not going to work.
Probably not.
You could try silently killing him again, or I would suggest maybe the trying further up. You might find a room there's no guard in.
We could try that first, yes.
Right. You take the lead since you're the sneakiest.
Right. I sneak down the hallway.
Yeah, not a problem.
We have a lot of options.
So on these doors, you'll see that this one has a little plaque on it.
Yep.
That says Raz on it.
Right.
What?
Raz, R-A-Z.
Oh, okay, cool.
And this one has a little plaque on it that says security.
What did that one say?
Security.
Security.
Oh, let's not go in there.
What about the other door just across from me over here?
That one has the same sort of just slim window, except it's frosted over so you can't see through it.
Right. Well.
Okay. You say it's frosted over. Is this? Did you make this map, or did you put in the line of sight blocking stuff?
Oh yeah, I put that in. That's why it's shit.
Okay.
Why?
Because I can literally see like a tiny streak of light in there, and I can actually see a guy.
It's just.
It's okay.
Let's move that there.
It's just.
So I said it was frosted, but actually the frosting didn't go the whole way to the edges of the window.
Shit,
There's like a wee bit of clear either side, and you could just sort of glimpse through a wee bit and see that there is in fact a dude sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
Right. So it looks like there is a guy in there.
Right.
I'm guessing the other plaque is maybe a manager or someone with a name.
Well, I think everyone has names.
Yeah, I know, but they're obviously important if they have a name in an office building on a plaque. So
yes, you would assume so. Yes.
Yeah.
And the door does not have any windows in it, I guess.
No, it does not.
Should we try the manager room then?
would be the best bet, yeah. 'Cause we don't want to go into security.
I tried the door.
Yeah, it opens.
I open it slowly and peek in.
Yeah, you peek in. It's empty.
It's empty. Oh, cool. Then I just what's the worst? Oh fuck! He's got statues.
Oh, this is big. Oh, yeah.
Definitely management.
Oh, yeah. This is probably above level 2. This here.
Yeah. But it would be a shame not to have a look while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I'll take a quick look around and see if there's actually any security measures, since this is a guy's office.
Yeah, you look around and surprisingly, you actually don't see anything.
Right.
Okay. You would be you're quite surprised by this. There's not security cameras about.
Can you give the computer a spin?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. Hopefully there's no problems. Sits down, very nice comfy chair, spins around a couple of times. Alright, well this'll do. Right. What am I looking at here computer wise?
It's fancy, a hell of a lot fancier than what was downstairs. It's a nice sort of flat touchscreen to the side and like a hologram type projector at the front, and it sort of shoots out in front of you, and a similar thing for the keyboard.
A MacBook Pro 100.
Do you honestly think I would put a MacBook in my fucking game?
Another victim and is actually eating it this time is a rabbit.
Oh.
Actually disgusting.
I will deal with that.
Thank you.
Alright, just found out the cat's got another victim. He's been killing the local rabbit population. I need to go deal with that in a second. So it's not a MacBook. Wash your mouth out.
Okay.
It's also not made by EA.
Oh well, it would never be here. It wouldn't arrive.
No, jeez, no, it'd be £20 paid DLC, per key on the keyboard. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
So it's quite a nice thing, but this one, whenever you sit down, it was off, and it's one of those ones that sort of, as you sit down, it then comes on, but it is locked.
Right.
It's asking for a log on.
Right. I'll have a quick rummage through drawers or anything close by to see if it gives me an indication to a password before brute forcing.
Give me an investigation. If you don't have investigation,
only have perception listed.
well, you know what perception will do. Gives a perception on int. And sorry, while you're doing that, I need to go and remove a rabbit from my cat. 2 seconds.
Okay. 18. That's not bad actually. So what do you think we're gonna find on this computer then?
Good question. Information, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. No more pop-ups. No.
No more hentai tentacle porn.
Yeah. Except this time, it's probably cybernetics.
Oh god. Obviously.
Yeah. This guy seems to be very pompous. Are those statues probably him? I guess.
Oh, that would be.
Mm.
I mean, who doesn't want an office with 2 statues of yourself in the corner?
Yeah, I'm not surprised if I turn around and the wall sort of come down and it has like Sex Panther and all different fragrances for men, and like a mirror and that stuff,
Yeah, like the entire ceiling is just one big mirror.
Yeah. He just sort of leans back and it like fixes his hair for him,
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like one of those. Sure. Ah, dear. So, what are we gonna do with this information?
I don't know. Weren't we just hired to?
Hopefully, we can get out of here without, you know, attracting attention.
Yeah, but ultimately,
If
I
so,
mean,
we can just get the information back to the fixer, and that'd be easy enough.
that would be nice. But does it always?
Yeah.
Does it ever go that way?
It's all right.
Yeah, I assume it's not gonna go that way.
Uh,
That was an 18. We're just doing some coffee talk.
yeah, okay. 18. That's you look around and this guy. Sorry, did you brute force it, or were you looking for a password?
I was looking for something, an indication of maybe a password or making brute force easier.
Yeah. You look around and this guy's desk is spotless. There's nothing about.
No drawers, no.
No.
Nothing. Right.
Also, side note, I'm just letting the cat eat the rabbit because he's actually eating it. So.
Oh.
Right.
Cheers.
Okay. Lovely.
Well, I mean,
Wait.
it's a waste otherwise. I mean, like otherwise the rabbit died for nothing. If I'm just throwing it out, I might as well let him have a meal out of it.
Right. Right. Lovely.
Yes.
Like we bet a game.
Well,
Yep.
my wife doesn't let me cook them when he brings them in, so you know.
Right. So yeah, we come up with a canon thing while you were away.
Okay.
We assumed that the statues around him made that the guy that owns this office is very, very pompous, very vain. So that we thought, you know, behind us there was going to be like a wee moving door which has like a mirror and all of like the men products like Sex Panther and stuff like that, you know.
Actually, no, it's over here. It's on this table.
Oh, it's
yeah.
Oh,
It's on it's, you know, was it the Drakkar Noir and you know all the really trashy stuff.
Yep.
You know, you smell it before you see it.
Yeah, that's why there was a weird scent when he came in this room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought it smelled like gasoline. All right. Well, anyway, no password to be found, so I suppose I could try a few brute forcing attempts.
Yep.
This could go sour.
Give me a tech check.
Tech check.
Basic tech.
Basic tech. Funny enough, I've actually better basic tech than cyber tech.
Well, cyber tech's more advanced.
Yeah. Plus tech. 26.
26. Yeah, you start blattering through a few, and whenever you get to about the fourth attempt, as soon as you hit enter, the screen and the keyboard both go red, and it says locked out, and you hear
It looks like it's went sour.
So
and you hear muffled voices coming down the corridor.
Right.
well,
Yeah.
I really might as well
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
see where this is going.
And three guys
behind the table.
burst in, and the
3 guys.
yeah, three guys. And the two of them look very similar to the guys that you've seen downstairs. And another guy who looks similar, but he is fucking huge. He's got massive arms, and though they look human-ish, you can tell there's like pipes and shit going through them. That this guy's clearly been augmented up to hell.
Oh,
And he is holding quite a large rifle. Everyone roll initiative. And not cannon or anything, but yeah, the big guy's name's Rohir.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
What about the 2 other guys? What are they wielding at the moment?
Shotguns.
Shotguns. Right.
so initiative was what again?
Initiative is your reflexes plus a d10.
Right. For fuck's sake.
That's going to be an 18 for range.
My rolls are fucking abysmal.
Turn.
But
What was yours, Wrench?
Uh,
Say again?
8.
One more time.
1-8.
1-8, thank you. Not 180, that's a bit too much. Arc, you did yours here, so I can get that. That's lovely. You're going to be right at the top.
Hmm.
Where are we? 9, 14, and 15.
Oh fuck! I liked it better when you're rolling.
15, cool. Right, so Wrench, you get to go first.
What's up?
So you get to go first.
Right. Let me see. So one action, one movement in combat, don't I?
Correct.
Right.
And drawing a weapon that you have holstered is a free action, so you can quite easily pull a weapon out and fire with it. But if it's like, I don't know, something that's strapped to your back or whatever, then it would take an action to get the weapon out.
Right. It's up to you if you heard me say that I had pulled the shotgun out when I went down behind the desk before the guys arrived, but
I don't remember hearing that, but I'll allow it.
I specifically said I readied my assault rifle though.
yeah, once we seen the alarm off, we kind of just readied.
Yeah,
Really.
that's fine. Okay. Just for note, Ark, are you ducked down behind that table?
Yeah, but I assume it's not like I assume it's one of those tables with just one leg in the middle or something.
Well, yeah, but
Right.
if you were, say, preparing for shit happening, if in the interim you'd wanted, like, kick it over so that it's lying flat, or
Oh
so
shit, I can do that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Well-
It's an RPG. You can
Oh,
do what
yeah,
you want.
yeah.
If you want to,
It might have been bolted to the floor.
if you want to jump out,
He kicked it over.
Just kicks it.
Shit.
You take
In
one
that case, I would
d4.
obviously kick it over. Yes,
Yeah, okay,
I
that's
did
fine.
not think of that.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So, for armor purposes, you both have +3. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, sweet.
Right. Goes cover. Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose I spying that these guys have come through the door. I'm gonna rattle off a shotgun round at probably the first guy that come in. It'll probably be like one of the guys with the shotguns.
Yeah. Okay. I think the first guy to come in is the this guy here.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a
So-
weapon or a marksman.
Marksman. Marksmanship.
Yep. You're looking to. Is that a shotgun? Yeah.
It is a shotgun. Yes.
Yeah. You're looking to beat a 15.
So, plus reflex.
So it's reflex plus marksmanship, yeah, plus roll.
Yes.
And what did you roll above
17.
17. Yeah, that's a hit. So roll
Right.
damage.
Roll damage, which is 5.
Whatever it says on your sheet. Yeah.
Get some of my d6s out. There we go. $23.
Jesus. All right. Yep. So you fire and 23. 23 minus 7.
16.
16. Thank you. So yeah. Need a calculator out for this. Good thing I didn't fucking study engineering tonight. That I might need to use maths for. So yeah, you shoot into him, you riddle the fuck out of him, and yeah, he is not happy. You've definitely given him quite a bad wound.
Right, he looks really, really badly injured, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I mean he's taken a
Yeah.
shotgun shell to the chest. He's not a happy bunny.
Okay.
like the
I'll-
ones at your place.
Probably not move. Just sort of duck behind the table.
Yep. That's fine. Is that you?
Yep, that's my turn.
So, the same guy that you just shot at, he's holding his guts in, and he tries to shoot at you. And misses. Yeah, he's too busy. He's holding his guts in. He's trying to get an aim with a shotgun and fires, and the glass behind you, of the window just shatters outwards as his shell just echoes off into the distance. The big guy, who isn't happy, just starts spraying the fuck out of the area. So he just starts doing suppressive fire and just hip firing side to side. Just shots are whizzing by you. The statues are taking rounds, and yeah, he just lays down fire in front in that area.
Right. I'm okay behind the desk, sort of thing.
You're still in cover, yeah.
Yeah.
So you would assume he's maybe not the brightest spark.
Yeah, but I'm obviously shitting bricks because there's rounds whizzing.
Yeah,
past
I
me
mean
all over
this
the
table
place.
is like wood and bits of metal, but like even you duck behind it, there's a few that are just sort of whizzing past, just a bit too close for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
The second guy, or the third guy, sorry, he actually aims at you, Ark.
Yep.
And fires off. And misses again, so he fires off in the door behind you. He actually hits the.
I have a question.
Yes.
So are they rolling against our armor
No.
for hitting?
No.
Mm,
There
okay.
is a preset difficulty for ranges.
Oh, okay.
So-
It's just that you rolled the highest number on the previous roll and that didn't hit. So that
These guys
kind
aren't
of
that-
makes me wonder if they.
Yeah,
actually
these guys
can
aren't
hit.
that well trained, are they?
No, do you know why? It's because I derped and forgot to add one.
It just seems kind of weird.
Yeah. Accept it. These guys are.
Yeah, no, I'm actually efficiently going to call these guys stormtroopers
Yeah.
because they can't hit shit.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
No.
So he fires and it hits the door behind you.
Okay.
Although, hold on, let me just check that.
That's fine.
Yeah, in reality, that would have actually hit you. But I'm giving you this turn. I'm nice like that.
All right.
Oh, all right, so.
So Ark, it is now your turn.
Yeah. Do I need 15 to hit?
Yes.
Is that okay? I've got plus 15 to my hit.
Yeah.
So it is literally impossible for me to miss this shot.
Unless you
But I'm
roll a
gonna
1.
do it anyway.
If you roll a 1,
Oh, okay.
you then subtract your next roll from your total.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
What are you using? An assault rifle or something? Is it?
Just the assault rifle.
You have a couple of options that you can do with that, so you can.
Yep. You can either fire a single shot, which is just as is, or you can fire a 3-round burst. And a 3-round burst, essentially for every one you get above the difficulty. So for 15, if you get 15, if you get 18, then all 3 rounds hit him.
Okay.
So
okay, cool.
if you wanted to do a 3-round burst on this guy, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you
In-house.
3-round
Doesn't say that
burst.
in my sheet.
All 3 of the bullets hit. And
I'm
so,
shooting the top guy, obviously.
Yep. And so roll roll an attack 3 times.
Oh.
But roll them individually because they hit
Yeah,
individually. They're treated as separate things. What? Oh, Jesus, is that 5d6 for your assault rifle?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
So that's 5d6.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, cool.
Damn. It's the same as a shotgun.
Yeah, so 5d6, 20, that hits him. Or well, that goes through his armor.
All right, I rolled them individually because you.
Yeah, because each one gets affected
the
by
armor.
the armor. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's 13, and that one 5. That one is 10. So you hit him for a lovely grand total of 28.
Well, I mean, it's something.
So yeah, you riddle through him, and he's obviously taken quite a few rounds and is pissing blood out of these 3 wounds. First round sort of hits him in the stomach. Second one, chest towards the heart, and the other one hits him in the shoulder. Also, just so you're aware, you can also call a headshot. If you've seen, so if you want to aim specifically for the head, you can, but you take a -6 to your roll. But if you hit any damage that gets through the armor, is doubled.
Okay. What did you say about the hit roll? Sorry, again.
It's you get a -6.
Okay, -6. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Wrench, back to you.
Right. Obviously, seeing these rounds being rattled off left, right, and center. Instead of taking a shot over the table like I did previously, I'm sort of gonna like lie and crawl to the sort of side of the table here, and shoot a round off on that side of the table at the same guy.
Yep, that's fine. So you get on your belt buckle and sort of leopard crawl to the corner and fire off. Yeah, go ahead, give us a roll.
Marksmanship. The shotgun doesn't have really any special abilities.
No, apart from fucking up people.
Right, got it. I'll do that then.
I love the
hopefully.
shotgun. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh fuck! Nice. Can you even call the headshots on a shotgun?
Yep.
You can.
Mm-hmm. You can call a headshot on any weapon.
Right. So.
Even on a rocket, strangely.
That's a 20, and that's
How
like
about a
maximum
throw?
roll.
What did you roll, sir?
It's a 20.
Okay.
That is technically the maximum roll I could have got.
Okay. Did you call a headshot though?
No, I did not.
Okay,
Not
then.
previous to it, anyway.
Okay, then. Yep, that is a hit. Gives roll damage.
17.
17. So that's -6. So that's 11. He takes.
Right.
So for anyone walking through this at home, his armor goes down because it was damaged by the previous round. So every time a bullet goes through the armor, its armor rating decreases by 1. So before he was getting 7 points of the damage removed by his armor, now he's only getting 6, and in the next turn he'll only get 5, etc., etc.
Yeah, and I think you remember you saying in the rules that if you are using 3-round burst, it only counts as 1.
Yes, so
armor penetration.
all 3 bullets still only reduce the armor by 1. Because it was fucking OP in the old rules.
So how's he looking now?
He is fucked.
Is he loving those rock salts, is he? Yeah.
He is. And as such, because he's now below his seriously wounded threshold, he's going to take a penalty to his rolls. However, now that they're actually in the room and you have chipped away some of their health, they're actually going to be rolling properly. So, rip.
Right. Obviously going to crawl back in behind the table and expect more rounds to come down.
Expect them to be actually shooting right. So he's going to dart in behind this table.
Right.
And sort of crouch down behind it and fire off at you. And 9. And he rolled a 1. Roll a 1. He is fucked. And he takes a -2 to that actually as well. So it's 8. Yeah, he blows the head off the statue standing next to you, but he's just sort of he fires it, and instead of like nimbly ducking down in behind the table, he just sort of like leans against it while holding his chest.
My guy actually looks over and goes, "Fuck, he's a good shot."
The the big security guard guy actually backs out a bit and ducks in behind the wall and pokes himself out and fires a 3-round burst at you, Wrench.
Alright.
Get fucked.
Get wrecked. This is actually a little bit higher. 17, so 2 rounds hit you.
Right.
And so that is...
It's aiming for body, is it?
Yeah.
What do you say, +3?
It's plus
Or-
3 to your armor, so
Right.
it's on the damage rolls. It'll be what's taken off.
Yeah, so I have body of equivalent of 14 at the moment.
Body armor, not body.
Yeah, body armor,
Yeah,
sorry.
56, yep.
Ooh.
56. So first and second one, no. However, the second one, oh no, it doesn't actually. It doesn't. Scratch that. Yeah, you're fucked. Or he's fucked even. So yeah, he fires in, and the first round hits the table and just goes wide. The second round goes through the table and hits your body armor, but it's lost all momentum. Like you hardly feel it, and the third round just eats shit into the sky.
Right.
Third guy.
Okay, though.
Third guy is going to fire at you, Arch. Or Arc, I keep saying fucking Arch. Arc.
It's specifically with a K. So.
Yeah. And fuck me, he misses as well. Yeah, just
Stormtroopers continue.
fuck they are, you know what? And I'm not even, you know what, I didn't need to pull the rolls from the start, you know what? I didn't need to be nice. Just shit. Getting flashbacks to me elite guards again, right? Yeah, he fires off and it just hits the bathroom behind you.
I just hear like rave music going off, so do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. My turn then.
Yep.
I'm gonna put bullets into the guy in front of me. I'm just gonna. Is ammo a thing? I guess not. It's an assault rifle. I've got more than.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're fine.
I'm gonna 3-round burst him
Okay.
again. Because that seemed pretty fucking good.
Okay, there's a roll.
Yeah. I just need to. It was 6 + 8 + 7. Or well, D6 plus D10. Sorry.
Mhm.
Plus 8 + 7.
Mm,
I take it they hit him.
They do, all 3.
nice.
So go ahead and roll damage.
A lot of bullets into him.
That is him fucked.
I fucking love this gun.
Yeah. So the first 2 rounds, like as they hit him, like you see the first one go into his chest, the second one catches him in the throat, and sort of goes through. You see blood splatter on the wall behind. He's just like, and the third round does hit him like in the shoulder, but he's dead before he hits the ground.
Sweet.
Nice.
Do you know what? There's Roll20 needs an eat shit button. It's just he ate shit and he just fucked.
This guy's hella dead.
Hella dead.
Yep.
So yeah, that's him. Wrench, all you.
Back up again. Let me see. Yep. Do I have a pump action shotgun or is it automatic?
It's whatever you want.
I imagine it to be like a a spaz. It has that pump action sort of. Just because it feels cool. You know?
Just technicalities here, but a spaz is a semi-automatic, so only cock it the once.
Yeah.
It,
But
it automatically reloads after each thing. You don't need to cock it each time.
Oh, well.
So
I cock it anyway. Round flies out.
okay, put in your character you lost 1 round.
And I'll peek out and notice that the guy has actually ducked behind cover and see if I can pop a shot off at him on the who was shooting at.
Same guy, yeah, go for it.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding. See. That's a 19.
19's hit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roll for damage.
Roll for damage.
That's 15.
15, yep. So 15, he takes 10 points then.
Mhm. Nice.
And
See.
he looks ready to give up on life.
Right.
You shoot him again, and you hit him near enough in the same spot that you got him with the first shell in the stomach, and he's just he doesn't even make a noise as it hits him. He just sort of slumps back against the wall and sort of goes down on one knee, and he's like, "Oh."
Is he crying?
He's wearing a helmet, so you can't really tell, but you would think so.
Yeah.
This is good enough for me.
Nice. What was I gonna say there? Aren't grenades a thing in Cyberpunk Red?
Yes.
Yes. But I'm guessing none of our characters have them because
I don't. And I would
No.
assume I
No.
would be the one to have it.
No, I am not giving you explosives.
yeah, that could go nasty.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, I'll just do the same and hopefully we can end this firefight quickly.
Okay.
I mean, I played a lot of XCOM, and I know how grenades work indoors.
Yes.
Like,
It's
oh, you have
Yeah.
cover? You're behind a wall? Well, fuck that shit.
Yeah, fuck that wall in particular.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that your turn then? You've
that's me.
shot him in the gut. He is not very happy. Which one's that guy? That guy's not. Yeah. Don't need him in the thing
So
anymore.
it's just the good guy left.
So
Full alive.
this guy again. He's going to shoot at E-wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. Nothing. Just gets air.
The other statue loses the head, doesn't it?
So he's not having a fun time with it. The chief, security chief, he's going to do the same 3-round burst. On you.
On who?
On wrench.
Wrench.
Oh, okay, cool. I liked it.
What the fuck?
Oh, Jesus, that's terrible.
just again hits fuck all.
You can't get good help these days, can you?
Fucking can't get good rolls. These are fixed.
Says you.
What?
I had an average roll of 3 earlier.
Well.
I actually calculated it.
Yeah, I don't think roll 20's being kind at all.
I'm going to start rolling dice here for this one. Just fuck it. He hits you for a nat 20. Fuck you. Rolls a nat 20
on a D10.
Yeah.
You roll a D20 on a D10 roll.
Yeah. Yep. So he just fires off and hits nothing.
Right. Okay.
Your turn, and I have to go now because the cat is probably finished with the carcass, and I need to go and deal with it.
Right.
Burb.
So.
Just it's Ark's turn. Just do what you want. You need to beat a 15 to hit things.
Yeah, I'm gonna triple tap him in the face.
All right, go for it. I'll be back in a second.
This is not gonna work, is it?
Remember, you can call headshots as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You can do your triple tap, which will probably body shots, and then a headshot might be like a single shot sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you remember what the penalty for shooting headshots was? Was it -6?
It's -6 if you want to call that.
So I actually have to roll 6 or higher to hit him. That is pretty hard. Well,
You do
15
have a high
shots.
marksmanship, though, is what I noticed.
Yeah, I've got +15, but I still need to roll a 6 to actually hit him in the head.
Cool.
Uh,
Well, risk reward, or do you want to go for the 3 rounds?
Going for that job.
Cool.
Fuck.
Mm.
Well,
19, yeah. Well, actually, did you put your -6 in there?
no, I did not.
Right. So it's only a 13 then?
Yeah,
Right.
it's not good.
It's
Oh,
an
well.
obvious miss, probably, so.
Yeah.
Plus, he is behind cover too, so he probably has wherever wall cover there is. So, how are you finding the rule set for Cyberpunk Red so far?
It's interesting so far. I really like that armor just reduces damage you take,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like the concept of armor taking damage as well.
Yeah, it definitely makes the
Okay.
fights last a lot longer, so it does.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to deal with the cat getting rid of the fucking rabbit population.
Right.
You managed to eat the head off. It's quite impressive. Right. What did you get?
I
19?
rolled a 19, but I'm shooting for the head, so I assume that's a miss.
19 minus 60. Yep, that's a miss.
Right. Oh well.
Still pretty good, Dick.
Yeah, good rolls.
I did my best.
Too bad it wasn't good enough. Wrench?
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, was that not what you were saying about your Counter-Strike Go career?
Wouldn't call it career. That would be shameful thing.
Yeah, holding strong at Silver Elite. Yeah. Can't get out of it. Anyway.
Yeah. Think you need smart link guns for that, so you do?
Fucking smart link guns. I dominate every single fucking game. I have won every game out of the past 10, and they still won't rank me up. The bastards. Anyway.
That's terrible.
And I'm not getting any better because I'm owning them that fucking easily that I'm not even getting better because they're not challenging it. Anyway, your turn.
If it's any comfort, I spent 130 hours of gameplay getting my ass down to Silver 1.
Oh dear. That's...
It was a goal. We worked hard for it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Alright.
Well, if you're working with guys like you've employed here, I can see why.
Yes. These guys are Russian children.
We specifically went for it. I don't think these are specifically going here to die.
No, yeah. Well, you never know.
Right. No, you don't.
Go ahead. You're to go.
So is the guy in the corner still actually alive?
He is
then?
still alive, but I mean, he's like doubled over. He's barely holding the shotgun. There's bits of him spilling out into the ground. He's not happy. In fact, you reckon that if you left all this, he would probably die of his wounds.
That's what I'm thinking. And he has. Did he try to retaliate there?
Oh, he did.
He
did. He did.
Right. I'll maybe just. I'll maybe target the bigger threat in the room here, and hopefully we can finish him with a mercy killing later. So I'll go for the big guy behind the wall.
Okay.
Just a straight shot.
Go for it.
That's a 16.
16.
Yes.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. Let's see how much armor he's got. That'll be 16 again.
16. Yeah. Spot on. So you hit him, and you see that his armor takes the brunt of that, but yeah, bullets definitely get through.
Right. So he's more heavily armored.
Oh, he's jacked.
Nice. All right. That's it. Duck behind the table. This table's surviving quite a bit, so it is.
And while he's standing there, which is the guy in the corner with the shotgun who is clinging to life, and sort of hobbles out and sort of steadies his shotgun on the table. And he's like barely holding himself off and fires at you.
What kind of minuses is he getting at the moment?
The minuses aren't been applied yet.
All right, Jesus.
He's just that shit.
These guys need better guns.
Fucking need better aiming. So he shoots off, and hits nothing. The bigger guy, the security guy, after getting hit by you, you see him. He just fucking bellows at you like a roar, and it sounds more mechanical than anything else. And you see some of the pipes and stuff that are going up his arm start to glow.
Right.
And he fires at you.
Does he like the rage? Yeah.
He is going to fire a 3-round burst. And all 3 of them hit.
Oh.
Well, that's nice meeting you.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like before he fires. Previously, whenever he was firing, you won't see this, but Ark, you will. Previously, whenever he was firing, the recoil was sort of taking him, and that was getting off. Since he's, I don't know, gotten pumped, and you see these what looks like cybernetics activating on him, the gun is stock still whenever he fires. Like the recoil just doesn't budge it at all, and all 3 rounds fucking go through the table.
I'm kind of picturing old comic book Bane here.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah.
Just rocks running right into him.
So,
roll for damage.
2, 3. What is your armor?
Damn. Table is still +3, is it?
The table is still +3, yes.
Yeah, that's only 14.
14, including the table, yeah.
Including the table.
Yeah, okay. So that's 3, 6, 8. 8 points of damage.
Right, fuck.
Yeah.
He's tearing me up, so he is.
And your AC for your body armor will go down by 1, and the table has went down by 1 as well.
Right.
You're now down to 12 AC. And that's him. Ark, on you.
Yeah, this whole headshotting thing is not going very well, so I'm gonna go back to 3-round bursts.
Fair enough.
Just gonna hit him. So that's 2 hits, or is it 3 hits? Or
that is 2 hits.
That's 2 hits. Okay. 6. Just gonna call. So 17 and 13.
So that is that's 12. So yeah, the first 2 rounds hit him in the chest, see him go through his armor, and he's before whenever Wrench hit him, he reacted to it. He acted like someone getting shot does. They sort of recoil a bit and are like, "Ah, fuck, I've been shot." Whenever your 2 rounds hit him, again, just doesn't fucking budge. He's just planted himself, and the 3rd round just sort of skims over his shoulder and hits light in behind him.
PTP is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it's a great party for everyone involved. Wrench, on you.
Knowing that I've been hit 3 times and getting riddled here. I'm actually gonna get down on my belly and see if I can pop a shot off at the guy in the corner here, just to sort of get rid of him.
Yep. So Mr.
Doesn't
Dude's
matter if it's right.
yeah, you think he'd probably welcome it right now.
Yeah. I can get my mercy kill him, hopefully. Yeah, well, that's maximum. That's 20.
Yep, you hit, not a problem.
Damage. I mean, a headshot would have been pretty cool. Yeah. Nah, probably would have missed. Oh, hello. That is 22.
22. Yeah, you fire the shotgun off, and at this point, with the 2 rounds that you've hit him in the chest and the stomach, or the 3 rounds, sorry, with the last round hitting, it's almost like you've cut the guy in half. Whenever you hit him, and he just, again, there's hardly a reaction. He's already crumpled over, and he's like sort of just about holding onto his shotgun. And as your last round hits, it's almost like he just goes, "Welp, guess I'll die," and just slumps over.
Okay. That gets rid of him anyway.
And your big man seems pissed. And he's going to go again. 3 round burst at you, Wrench.
Okay. Oh, definitely.
And all 3 hit.
Damage. 2.
Yep, 2 of them hit you. And that is, you're on 12, aren't you? Hit points.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
including the table. Is it?
Yeah.
Normal armor. Yeah.
9. So it's 20 altogether. Am I adding that wrong?
Not sure.
My mental mass is failing me here. No, that's yeah.
My armor dropped and the
20.
table's armor dropped,
Yeah,
didn't it? Yeah.
20. So you get hit for 20.
20.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
And again, the table drops to 1, and your body armor drops 1 as well. So the table's looking pretty fucking wrecked at this point.
Right.
To the point where it's nearly not going to be any cover.
Well, I'm down below Sirius, so.
Yep. So any attacks that you do now, or any actions in general, actually, you'll have a -2 penalty. So whenever you make an attack roll, you'll be taking 2 away from it because you're wounded and trying to hold your guts in.
Right. Got you.
I feel this fight is going rather well, though.
You don't get hit at all.
And actually, just as before his turn ends, he actually ducks more in behind the wall, so he's actually in cover behind it.
Right.
And Ark.
Yeah.
All you.
More bullets.
Go for it.
3 round burst again, of course.
Yeah.
Fuck, should have gone for the headshot. Fuck. Oh well.
Still works.
It's 3 hits, I guess.
You hit 3 hits.
Oh. Okay. Those were not good rolls.
No.
All
So
the meds anyway.
2 of them just the first 2 just hit against the wall that he's ducking behind, and the wall just takes it. The third one, however, does go through the wall and hits him.
That's something.
Yep. So yeah, it hits him again. He doesn't react to it. It just goes through him, and yeah, it for all he cared about it, it could have been a loving kiss on the cheek. But
I gotta get me some of those drugs.
Wrench, all you.
Right. The table that the other guy was hiding behind, does it look a little bit more stable right now?
Yes. It's got a couple of holes in it where you fired through, but if you're going to the other end of it, it's a lot sturdier, because obviously that's this end where your man is fucked up, whereas this end hasn't been touched.
Looking over the table, I can see that the guys went in behind cover behind the wall. So I'm going to try and confuse him by moving up, and hopefully he'll not spot me till after I've laid off a few rounds.
All right.
But, so I'll probably take a shot out of him behind the wall with the shotgun.
Now, shooting from there, you cannot see him,
Mhm.
so you're just taking a guess. So you'd be taking a -3 penalty to your shot as well.
Right, -3 penalty. What did you say before that?
What do you mean?
Your
It's
mic's
just a
cut out.
-3. Is
Oh
it?
yeah, it's to the actual shot. So your aim and shot, not the damage, just the aim, because you don't know where behind that wall he is. You have a rough idea, but not exact.
Mhm.
So it's a harder shot, and you have your -2 for being
So
fucked up.
-5
So
in total
-5 in
then, sort of
total,
thing.
yeah.
Right, okay, got you. Okay, let's see.
Hopefully he'll keep shooting at you though.
Well, if you keep shooting at me, I'm gonna die. So.
Well, sounds like a you problem and not really.
Well
problem
done.
of
You
And,
have gotten the spirit of cyberpunk. Well done, my man.
Oh, he does, yeah. Yeah. Well, you can think about it that way, or you can think about it how you're going to get your information. So.
You know,
Is our fee paid as a per person thing or as a?
no, it's a lump sum split between.
It's a lump sum.
Okay.
So
Okay,
it's
cool.
divvied up.
Gotta keep that in mind.
One less person. That's double the money for you.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Well, that's well, that would be -5, isn't it? That's probably well under it. It was a 13 and -5, so.
Yeah, you fire and
It's,
you just you hit the wall
Yep.
and it goes through, but it's nowhere near him.
Yep, it's a miss.
And you see his through the hole that was now made. You see his head sort of poke over and just like growl at you.
Mm-hmm. Now I know where he is.
So he is going to be nice to one of you.
Just aim for the head. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's still pressing himself up against the wall, in cover away from Wrench, but he still has quite a nice sight against you, Ark, and he's going to fire at you. A 3-round burst because he's nice like that.
Very nice of him.
Yeah, it's yep,
Yeah.
and all 3 of those will hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Now on the plus side, your cover has not been fucking touched.
Nope. So I'm sitting at 18.
Your AC +3, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 18.
So none
all
of
good.
them hit. The first and last round both hit the table, but the middle round just sort of like just hits the dirt in front of you.
Oh.
That's it. That's his turn.
Yeah. Well, it is obviously time to die now. Well, I have no idea how much HP he is because you're
we
not
can't
really
tell.
giving an indication of him being wounded or anything. So for all I know, he could be nowhere near.
Yeah, he could be on death's door. We wouldn't know about it.
Stupid drugs.
20. Yeah, that's a hit. Was that a 3-round burst? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just assume you're always doing 3-round bursts.
More bullets.
Yeah.
More death.
Yep. So he's got that's
Quite a firefight we've got going here.
yeah.
These guys were definitely ready for people just to break in, like, so.
Good thing I killed one of them before we started, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you would have gone down here as well, but I imagine you would.
Yep. You reel into him. All 3 hit him, and like there's blood and bits of what you can only assume are some fluid from his cyberware spilling out. But again, he's just not budging.
It's okay. I got more bullets.
Wrench, all you.
Alright, well, I'll try and riddle off another round, but sort of holding in my guts, going, fuck.
Ow, 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 ow. Ah. Ah.
And that means I shoot and miss. So
So did you shoot and miss?
yeah, I did shoot and miss. It's like a 12, but that's without the -5.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's gonna
Oh,
be
yeah, yeah.
12
No,
below.
just you're holding in your guts and you fire and you just hit fuck all.
Mhm.
It's shit when you start rolling bad, isn't it?
Actually rolling bad, and I actually have minuses as well. So it's extra shit now,
Yeah.
so it is.
The security guy again is going to rattle off a few at York. Same again.
Bring it.
Yep.
Yep. Oof.
Ho. So you have 18, yeah?
Yeah, so that's like 2 damage.
Yeah. So you get 2 damage, and your
Lose
armor
one.
and your table decrease by 1.
Ah, shit, not my table. Is it only body armor or?
Yeah, just body armor. Body and head armor are added up separately, or
Okay.
dealt with separately.
I think red was body armor. Doesn't matter, I guess.
And that's him.
Right. So this is shocker, but I'm gonna put more bullets into him.
3-round burst. Just for a change.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's so unlike you.
But I'm going for the 3-round burst.
Yeah. 1 hit.
Definitely good thing I didn't go for the headshot. That's a good damage roll, though.
That is a good damage roll, and you fire into him. The round hits, and he just slumps. He doesn't fall over. He just goes, and he's still standing there, and the gun sort of just falls to his side.
But he is dead. Yeah.
He is dead.
Good.
Oh, there you go. See, I told you he was probably on like last legs. Just didn't know.
Got him.
He's fucking hyped up in some stim packs, probably.
Stim packs. This isn't Fallout.
Yeah, well, there's stim packs in other games which give you the adrenaline and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm probably just sort of nursing my shotgun right now in the corner.
Yeah, you're a bit battered.
Am I bleeding out? Do I need to?
I mean, you'll need to do some first aid on yourself. Yes.
Okay. Can I try for that then?
Yep.
What do I need? Was the tech not the kind of slash healer? Was he?
The med tech is. I actually don't know whether the tech has just taken that role, or not. But
It doesn't seem to have anything for medical though. So
hold on, I'll just check what the difficulty is for that. Let's see. So, what's your hit points at? You're just below half, aren't you?
Well, I am at 2 hit points.
Oh, shit.
Yes, that's seriously wounded. So that is.
I've lost 2 hit points.
A first aid DV of 13. If you don't have first aid tag, just give me intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
And a D10.
Yeah.
Is this with minuses as well though?
Yes, because you're trying to do it yourself.
Right. So intelligence, you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe I should have patched.
Well, I'll give it a go, and you'll probably see I'm trying to patch myself up. Right. So 16 minus 5, 11.
Nope.
Nope. I'm making a bad job of it.
Yeah, you're trying to patch yourself up and you're making a hash of it.
So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna be.
Yeah, that's fine.
Realize he's not doing
Sorry,
a good job.
2
So.
seconds. The fucking dog's going Becky's. It's like a bloody zoo in here. 2 seconds.
So it should be intelligence. plus D10, I think.
D10 plus int. Okay. Right. Right. I'm sorry. I am probably not going to save you.
Yep. Oh dear. A 9. Oh, I think I done better than that actually. And I'm just fumbling bandages and just getting them covered in all sorts.
Int is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
It's curiously not my worst. I'm worse at tech, but oh well.
Well, doesn't look like we're gonna last very long here.
Promise that's the last animal I'll have to deal with tonight. Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, what was your role, Morton?
Not good. 9.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Grant. It's gonna have to be a go on without me, you know.
Yep, you bleed to death and die. No,
Oh fuck.
you managed to patch yourself up enough that you've stopped the bleeding, so you're not in any danger of dying anytime soon. But you're still fucked. Another firefight, you reckon, could very well finish you off, and you can't move too fast. So you're somewhat hobbling as well.
To be fair, any firefight could be your last.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes, it could.
That's why I'm going to turn to say to Ark and go. I think we should probably get out of here. I think we have. Well, we've got information as much as we can, but that's about as much as we're going to get for now.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Don't worry, brother. Go on without me. Wait, where are you going?
Wait, no.
I'd like to just have a look at the stuff on this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume like
yeah.
regular approved cyberware stuff he's got on him.
Yeah, give me a tech check.
Well, okay.
Wrench just sort of like leans on his shotgun next to you. All right, there.
That's a good roll, but
13. It's definitely cyberware. It's not any cyberware that you've seen, but that doesn't say much.
No. Well,
looks like some really good shit.
Yeah, tech is not my strong suit.
Yep.
I guess we just head out of here then. Just
it's the best we can do, I suppose. Unless you brought an angle grinder, I don't think I'm taking that guy's arms off. So.
I did not.
Though you do have a ripper.
It'll take a while. Also a ripper.
Yeah, I mean you have a massive blade in your arm. Just saying.
Could I cut off his arm?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna try.
Well,
are we in a hurry?
Is there a way? Well, the alarm went off, and I don't see any more guys. So
no, the alarm was very momentary. Like as soon as these guys burst in, it had stopped. So you would reckon it was probably just like a notification to the security desk, just to say, something's going on.
I'm sure there was a notification for everybody else on the building floor. A couple of rounds through the walls.
Well, that's it. I mean, it was not exactly quiet.
No. But I would assume that more guys would have came. So we'll say 5-10 minutes before any more come.
Yeah, you would reckon that given this location, there's probably people on the way. Yes.
Yeah. Although me being a tech, I do have a toolbox and tools with me for repair or say removal.
Yeah, if you want to, if you want to try and remove one before he just hacks a limb off, go for it.
Yeah, it might end up in a really bad shape. Do you want me to roll to see if I can tell if it's any good and worth taking first?
Yeah, you can do. Give me a cyberware.
Try.
Well, you can either give me a basic tech check, but the difficulty will be harder, or you give me a cyberware check, but the difficulty will be easier.
I'll go for cyber tech.
Okay.
But I'm still on a -5, aren't I?
-3 now, just.
-3.
The +2 to the minus was just because he was hiding behind a wall.
Oh, yes, right. So -3. Got you. I probably should have applied that to my healing thing too.
Did you not? Oh, well, you failed anyway,
No,
so
I
it's
didn't.
fine.
I wouldn't worry about it. So tech plus 5 is 14, 18 -3.
15.
15.
15. Yeah, you look at it, and this cyberware is odd in that most cyberware is sort of like a direct replacement of a limb, or it's attached above the skin. In most cases, there's some more advanced stuff and more intricate stuff, like this, that is it's his arm as best you can see, but there's been cyberware and tech put through his body, like sort of weaved into it. It's
Is this a good example for some of the experimental stuff that we've been hearing about?
it's some advanced shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just lop that off and take it with us?
You would have to take a chunk of his eye. You would need Ark's blade, because it's still his arm, so it's still flesh and bone and blood at parts. You can disconnect the electronics, no problem. So you can like disconnect the electronics at a point, but the flesh will still be there.
Right. Can we work together for this then?
You can do, certainly. Both.
And we can
All
take
right,
that as
then.
evidence.
Yeah. So both give me a roll. You cybertech. You just D10 plus your reflexes.
The 15.
20 -3, 17.
Yeah, easy. It takes a matter of seconds. You disconnect the stuff, and you sort of like draw a wee dotted line on the arm, be like, yeah, cut here, and you use your rippers and just slop the arm off. And whoever, I would assume, Wrench, you're the one holding the arm, sort of hold it up for him to cut. And whenever he slices it, the weight of it is staggering. Like it is heavy as shit.
Right. Very heavy for me, I would say.
Yeah, like whenever he cuts it and it's like disconnected from the body, it's sort of like the end of it sort of slumps onto the ground.
Right. Can I sort of use it as like a walking stick? Yeah.
It's not quite rigid enough for that.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you want to carry this? We should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's still heavy for you, but using your obviously your cybernetic arm and stuff, you're able to bear it a lot easier.
Right. We're gonna try and make it out of here as quickly as possible before anybody else comes.
Yeah.
Seems like a very good idea.
Yep. So just head back out the waste game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Any problems?
No, you make it downstairs.
So
And
we should probably go out the back.
Yeah. You know that nice window we seen?
Yeah.
while you
You wanna go out that window?
Yeah. There, that isn't the door.
Yeah.
while you come down, you hear sort of scuffling and the odd gunshot coming from the bar area.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, this team.
Particularly uncommon.
Yeah, but they don't really want to get in a firefight right now, so.
Really? I thought we did rather well. We're good at it.
Yeah, well, I'm still sort of hanging with my guts out here. I need to get a good, good medical look into before I get into another.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So use bomb burst out the gate, or out the window.
Go full health now.
Out the window.
Yeah. So yeah, you. I don't have a line there to do anything with that, so yeah, we'll just say you get out. So you get out into the street, and as you get out, you start to hear sirens approaching. Now, sirens don't necessarily mean police. In all cases, some corporations, private security, put sirens and stuff on their vehicles because they think it looks cool and stuff like that. So you hear that coming off into the distance, and user now in the back alley.
Right. try and get out of here and make it to the fixer.
Yep, easy. Yeah, you go
Yep.
through the back alley and get out, and as you're going off into the distance, you hear the sound of a lot more gunshots, and you would assume that whoever was coming has arrived at the bar and has probably just started shooting up the place, killing anyone they don't recognize.
Right.
Um,
Does it sound like the actual law enforcement?
who knows?
Who knows?
They
Okay,
would be
who cares?
they would be equally as trigger happy, you reckon? Or well, from your own experience in Night City, you know that yeah, they would come in and just fucking anyone who was armed, which in Night City is basically everyone. They'd just come in and mow them down.
Right.
So you
Well,
you make it
I'm
back.
gonna say it is getting a bit late here for me. So
Well, that's it. We're pretty much wrapped up now anyway. So you get back to Zoe, and you hand her the arm and the recording, and she's somewhat taken aback by the arm being dumped on her desk. Like,
you asked for information, didn't you?
yeah, that's not. Yeah.
Well, as you can tell, this is well above military grade tech.
Yeah.
This is what they're supplying.
Yeah.
They were also trying to sell me an arm with a shotgun in it.
Yeah.
Really? And then she starts flicking through your video feed. She goes, okay. Now, I don't mean to be a stickler, but I did kind of want information about where their supplier was coming from, and that was what the payment was for. And as nice as this arm is, and as nice as the information that you know, that he was going to sell you a very nice shotgun, we still don't know where it's coming from. So, you know, maybe go...
So you don't need that arm then? I can go and sell that, and we probably could make more money off that than the information you're probably going to pay us for.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can take that, and if at any point you want to actually complete the job, feel free to come back. Okay. And she gives you a nice big smile.
We'll do that at some point.
And that's
when we're not dropping on the floor.
And at that point, she looks at Wheeler and goes, "Go down, see Brian downstairs. He'll patch you up. You're hard to look at right now." And
Well,
that's where we'll leave it.
Always had a pretty face. Right, I'll do.
There you go.
We fucked up the job. Oops.
Well, we did as much as we could, I suppose. Information
We
is
did
not easy
something,
to come
at
by,
least.
so
Yes. Not to be fair, all things considered, you did quite well. Had you actually walked out into the bar instead of going out the window, you would have got fucked up, because as soon as you started firing, everyone who was downstairs heard gunshots, freaked out, started shooting the fuck out of each other.
This is like a bar brawl.
Obviously.
Yeah. And so yeah, if you had walked out into there, whoever was alive would have then started riddling you, and Wheeler, I don't think you would have lived.
Yeah. Well, Wrench would have survived very well.
Or Wrench, not Wheeler. Fuck's sake, I think.
Wheeler. Wheeler would have been a good name too. Like.
Do you know what? That's the name of one of my rogues. Oh dear.
Anyway, sure.
Yep.
That's us.
That's us, right? I'm going to stop the stream. Cheers to our one.